What is up, breath of fresh air? I'm Patrick. I'm going to be your host today. I'm going to do a little bit of a piggyback off of what Charles did about the Detroit Lions, but I'm going to get into that in just a minute. Before we get started, you know what you got to do? You got to smash that subscribe button, leave some comments, feedback, let us know what we're doing, good, bad, ugly. It don't matter. We always love the comments, and we always love the feedback, and always respond to the comments. So, that being said, let's go ahead and jump right into this. The Detroit Lions trading Matthew Stafford, which is not what I'm going to go across. But Detroit Lions, last 20 years, you're under the microscope. Let's get it. All right. So, as Charles mentioned, and most of y'all probably already know, Matthew Stafford, long-time Georgia Bulldog quarterback, was recently traded to the Rams. I think this is a good trade for the Rams. It sounds like they're really wanting to win today because, well, let's be honest, Matthew Stafford's not getting any younger. I think he's been in Detroit for like 10 plus years or whatever it is. But if you want to know more about the trade, go check out Charles Shortie. That's going to be more on that. I want to today talk about the Detroit Lions and their coaching. I really don't know how to explain what Detroit is doing. Detroit has had this problem for many years, and I'm only gonna go back to the coaches of like the past 20 years. But Detroit has had a problem with hiring the right people, putting the right people in place, whether it be players, whether it be coaches, whether it be general managers. Hell, sometimes I don't even know if Detroit even picked the right state to be in. I mean, seriously, I was like, this is how bad Detroit has been. And if you watch Charles Shorty, he says that this is a great workout for both teams. It could be. It could be. I think this is a great opportunity for the Rams to look at trying to win the next season, and trying to move on, building that team around that. I do agree with him that Jared Goff, I don't think he's going to be there long. I think he'll probably be there for 2 seasons. They'll probably try to get rid of him. Personal opinion. I just don't think he's that good of a quarterback, and he's definitely not going to be that good of a quarterback in that system. Detroit went for the trades, or went for the draft picks, and I agree with Charles with that. But back on what this shorty is about is, I don't think Detroit has the capability. I don't think they have the research. I don't think they have the team. I don't think they have anything in place that proves to me that these draft picks that they're getting from LA is going to work in their favor. They picked Matthew Stafford, #1 draft pick in his, and look at how well he did, but they didn't put anything around him for it. Barry Sanders, look what he did, like what he did with Barry Sanders, look what they did with Johnson. These players were elite players, and I'm not really gonna go in saying Matthew Stafford's an elite player yet. I would like to. I think he is very good, and he put in the right system, as Charles said, could do very well. But let's go back to Detroit back in 2001. And first of all, let me just say this: since 2001, and this is just as far as I went back, 2001. Detroit's had one head coach that has a winning record with Detroit. So you look back at 2021, you got Marty Mortonwig. That name right there is hard to say, much less win more than 10 games. This dude went 5-27, and he was the coach for 2 seasons. So, well, 2001 to 2002, so about 2 seasons. And he went 5-27. I mean, that was a bust right there. Then they hired Steve Mariachi, who was the head coach from 2003 to 2005. I got my notes up here. Went 15-28. Dick Joran, head coach for 2005, went 1-4. He was fired after 5 games, but 1-4. Rob Mariani, 2006 to 2008, went 10-38. Jim Schwartz, 2009 to 2013, 29-51. Here's the one coach that had a winning season in the past 20 years. Jim Caldwell, 2014 to 2017, went 36-28. Matt Patricia, 2018 to 2020, 13-28-1. He tied 1 game. Then you had Darrell Bevel, who was a coach for 5 games, went 1-4, and Robert Prince, who was an interim coach as well, who went 0-1. Now enter Dan Campbell. Dan Campbell is a tight end coach. Past 11 years, tight end coach. He's been in various places, I'm sure. But the latest place he came from was the tight end coach for the New Orleans Saints. Don't know what he's capable of. He is the new head coach as of Monday, the 1st. And honestly, truthfully, Dan Campbell, Jared Goff, rest of the Detroit Lions team, general manager, I don't expect anything from this. I really don't. I think Dan Campbell is just like Jared Goff was. Charles mentioned Jared Goff is just this bridge player to get them from one place to another. I personally think Dan Campbell is the same coach. He is a coach that is going to get them from point A to point B, and he will continue with the losing record. As far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen anything from him. He's coached for 11 years, and he's been a tight end coach. I don't know what he is quite capable of yet, but I really don't expect anything much from it. And you're looking at this team; they haven't won a playoff game since 1991, and that is 30 years ago. They're the longest running team, one of the longest running teams I've ever, if I recall correctly. I looked at this last week. I think it was the Cincinnati Bengals, who hasn't won one in a little longer than them. I think it's 31 years. But I expect to see a lot of the same from the Detroit Lions. They spent a lot of money for Matthew Stafford, and they still didn't put nobody around him. And if we're going with the same concept, these guys got a lot of draft picks from LA, and hopefully playing that they don't piss them away is what they did everything else. So we'll see. I don't expect much from this Detroit Lions team. Out of Dan Campbell, out of Jared Goff, I kind of really expect Jared Goff to be gone after a couple of seasons, and we'll see. I don't think he'll be there long, and I honestly don't see Dan Campbell being there much longer after that. So anyway, that's what I'm breathing on. Like I said, smash that subscribe button. Let us know what we're doing, good, bad, ugly, don't matter, and we will talk to y'all next time.